Hello and welcome to a Kames web design tutorial where today we're going to go over how to make a world peace logo. Something that's actually really easy, not too many groups and not too many layers. Um, so what you can see here, I have one group that's the globe and one group that's the text. That's about it. But the first important thing before we start this project is I have to show you where to find this globe. We're going to go to a place called DeviantArt. A great artist place with lots of photos, artwork, digital art, just a range of work. I like to go to the resources and stock images section. When I had this project in mind, this is usually the first place I come to. I went ahead and just typed globe, and the first thing I saw when first coming here was the exact image that I needed. It's actually not showing up, but I do know it's this one, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And you load it, and I look down and I see kind of what settings, what the license you're allowed to use for this. I notice usage, use it with anything you want, commercial usage included. So I went ahead and downloaded that, just like so. Go up to the download file. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again, but you will be doing that. So let's close that down and go back to our world piece. So I'm going to start a new document. I'm just going to put everything else away. Ooh, it's another finished one. I'm going to go ahead and just start a new one with Command N. We're going to call this World Piece Logo. It already has the sizes I want, which is 4,000 by 2,300. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. You can see we now have a blank document, the same size, but with nothing on it. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this set up. So bear with me while I initially set this up. I'm just going to put the words in place. So I skipped what I did there. So once you have a word and you see it over in your layers here, you can quickly duplicate that by pressing Alt, clicking on your layer, and dragging down. Another good thing to mention is to hold down Shift, and you'll align it right below. It's nice, it just snaps into place, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to my text by pressing T on my keyboard. I'm going to make sure I have my caps lock on and write peace. I want peace to stretch underneath my word world, so I'm going to go ahead and press Command T and then grab a corner, hold down Shift, and pull my image to the side, or my text layer. So I've gone ahead and done that. So this is where we open up the PSD we just downloaded from DeviantArt. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right next to this so I can easily drag it by pressing my V on the keyboard. And then I want to go ahead and select two layers, both the shadow and the green globe. So I'm going to hold down Command and grab that one. So here we go. Perfect. It's a nice little size, but I'm going to shrink it just a little bit, just so it fits in. Oops, I got to take this O out. There we go. So I'm going to line that up nicely. The next thing to do is select both of these and group them by pressing Command G. So now you can just control the group. Then I'm actually going to go ahead and right click and convert to Smart Object, which I'll explain about more later. So get that nice and set up. Maybe shrink W a little bit. Move it over. Okay. Get this just right. Okay. But now that my piece doesn't line up, I'm going to go ahead and fix that now by pressing Command T, grabbing a corner and holding down Shift. Then I'm going to line it up with my arrow keys to about there. And this is where the fun comes in. This is where we're going to go ahead and actually color our world in our piece. I'm going to go ahead and double click to the right of the world over on your layers. For those who you missed that quick click, you go right here, double click, and we're going to go down to gradient. So what we want to do is go over to gradient, double or single click, and then double click on this and go over to a part of the image where we see a dark green. Press OK. Go to the other white spot, double click, and go to a lighter green. That looks about good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to the piece now, but this time I'm going to do that instead of with the green, with the blue. Oh, that's too light. I'm going to go a little darker, but not too much. So we got that. Now I'm going to pick a lighter blue. So that's about where I want it. So I'm going to put it in full screen mode by pressing F. Now I'm going to select all my layers. I'm going to stretch it out to get the full capabilities of the inner shadow, which I'm about to do. So I'm going to go back to my world, press Effects. Now I'm going to go to Inner Shadow. Change the size. You can go ahead and type in around 30 or play with the scale if you want. Play with the settings, but for now I'm just going to leave it at 5, 0, 30. Let's just type that in. Change the light, or the angle which the light comes in. I'm going to keep on global light because I want both the world and the piece to have the light from the same direction. So I'm going to go click OK, go down to piece, and do the same thing. Just give it to 30. I like that. I feel like my world and my piece are a little too close. So I'm going to move this down just an inch. Tighten this up. Oh, scroll back up. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out. I want to go to my characters, and I have a feeling, yeah. I'm going to set my text spacing, my letter spacing to about 25. And then I'm going to do this. So now we're going to stretch it out again. Goes off the page. We're going to have to move everything up a bit. And there we go. We've created our first. We'll go ahead and save this world piece logo. There we go. We've done it. We've created our world piece logo. This is just really to demonstrate what you can do with an inner shadow and a simple resource from a place like DeviantArt. So thank you for watching, and until next time.